Hello, hello. I'm actually going on a little early today. You, Wednesday's not one of my usual days, but the Frog Pond Academy has taken a bit of a snow day. Oh, poor AOC. I hope your finger is doing better. In the meantime, I thought I'd do some streaming tonight. I'll tell you more about this once I start, but I found out through reasons we don't really need to get into that I actually missed something pretty important. I missed some conversation options with one of the NPCs I met early on. And there's like a whole plot thread that I missed. Also missed getting a second companion, henchman, and I'm a little upset by that. It's not the fault of the module. It's my fault. I didn't finish. I didn't finish questioning the guy, and I'm usually very thorough. So I'm going, and unfortunately, because of the sandstorm and other events, I can't actually go back and talk to him now. Normally I could, but that sandstorm and the tomb has pretty much cut it off. But the sandstorm and the tomb were a pretty significant part of the plot. So, rather than go back through, reload from that part, and have force you guys to watch me play through everything again, especially that terrible fight that took so many attempts. Rather than do that, and also rather than miss out on what looks like a fairly promising plot thread, I'm going to teach you guys how to cheat in a Neverwinter Nights module. I mean, this is not really the kosher way to do it, but you know, you got choices to make, and when you're playing single player, the only person you're really cheating is yourself, right? So I'm going to teach you guys what to do if this sort of thing happens. Uh, Hello, Zerodine, by the way. I'm on a little early. Yep, I'm gonna show you how to cheat and go back for a piece of the plot you missed. Now, from what I can tell, it's an interesting balancing act trying to check this sort of thing without actually spoiling yourself as to plot or puzzles. But from what I can tell, it doesn't look like I'm actually soft locked or anything. I may not even be blocked from that particular plot thread, um, but I might be. And I feel like I've been enjoying the story of the module enough that I want to make sure I have all of the options to pursue. So I've weighed I've weighed the choice very thoroughly. And oops, I forgot to run an ad. I guess I run an hour or a 1 minute ad. So here we go. There's an ad. Sorry. Um, I've thought about it very carefully, and I have decided I am going to cheat. But I'm going to turn it into a lesson so you can see how to cheat. As far as I know, this only works with the PC version. I don't believe. Well, it might be actually. I'm not sure if you can access console mode in a console game. Those are two different definition or uses of the word console, I suspect. But if you can, fantastic. And this will show you how. And if you can't, well, the PC version is often very cheap. It's worth it, if nothing else, for the cool fan modules. Of course, you wouldn't be playing this cool fan module on the console version, I suspect. Which is a damn shame. Really, I don't entirely understand why there's a console release of Neverwinter Nights. The Wailing Death is fun, but I don't think in and of itself it's worth the price. Well, maybe $5, but Hordes in the Underdark is pretty good though, and so is Shadows of Undertide. So I suppose that would be worth it. But really, the true selling point is the mods. All right, almost ready, almost ready. It's log, log. It's big, it's heavy, it's wood. It's log, it's log. It's better than bad. It's good. Sorry. All right. Actually, I forgot to pull up my Twitch in another, so I should probably pull that up. Mobile Twitch. In another Eden right now, I have unlocked the little roguelike dungeon that I have to get to level 20 to get a free character. and the character is supposed to be really good. And also, I like plots, so I'm trying to get through it. Not doing very well, but trying to get through it. Uh, the cat and the dog had some fun earlier. She seems untraumatized and is in her bed looking very cute. So, as one does when you're a cat. She has one job. Her job is to look cute and mooch off me, and she does very well at both. All right. So, let's go into Neverwinter Nights and get a lesson on how to cheat. Maybe, if it's going to respond. There we go. All right. Let's turn this up a bit and take this off a bit and try not to breathe into the microphone quite so much. Someone told me they watch me for ASMR, which would be nice if I could figure out how to market that. All right, so here we are. This is where we left off, the city scene. So it's actually probably a good thing that I found out about this issue now as opposed to later, because once I entered the city, I would actually have missed some of the plot threads that I'm supposed to be able to find if I do X, which I did not do. So here we are. Now, as I mentioned, as I babbled, I missed an important plot thread because I didn't follow through with dialogue with an NPC, and I thought I did. I'm very thorough usually, as you've probably seen, but apparently this time I missed stuff. And normally I would just move on, but I don't want to miss an aspect of this module. I've really enjoyed the storyline, so we're going to cheat. So the first step in cheating is to enter into debug mode. I don't actually know if this is necessary. Oh, debug mode is one word. See up here? That is where you enter into the commands. There we go, I am in. You access that by hitting the tilde key on your keyboard if you have one. If you use a different country's keyboard, I don't know how you would do it. Sorry. But we are looking into, I'm finding the period. I am clicking the period, the DM console. So, we probably should avoid looking into looking too close at all these place names because there might be a spoiler there. But I think we're probably okay, or at least it's cryptic enough. Now, the area we want is the road to Hierathanum, because that's where we met that fellow named Arkham. If you recall, he had a very cool portrait, and that's basically where we want to be for now. So, I suppose it doesn't matter if I turn the debug mode off or on right now, so I guess we'll stay in it. So, I need to find Arkham. So there's a dervish. Where is the fucker? I am not sure. I think he's somewhere around here. There's another dervish. Why are you thwarting my attempts to cheat, game? Ah, here they are. Arkham, Majid, and Hasir. So, the fellow we're talking to is Arkham. I've sold things to him many times, but apparently I never finished a conversation chain. So, we're going to talk to him. Are you missing a tooth? No, that hasn't happened yet. Okay. Alright, anyway, greetings. Can I ask you something? Seriously, where's the tooth? Hush. What do you wish to know? So, what I'm going to follow up on is I'm going to say, what can you tell me of Hierathanum? It's ancient, 3 times over, this holy city. It's the only place in the deep desert where men live, huddled against the cliffs of the great Thargornar. And I'm pretty sure I've done this before, but what is the Thargornar? It's a massive rock formation, growing forth from the sand like a great horn. Now, I'm pretty sure I've been through this part of the dialogue, so I think actually the thing I missed was what was before that. But let's see. Its peak pierces the sky, drawing water from the thin clouds. That water pools in the high rocks and thick trickles and rivulets to the land below. That's why the city was built there. That's why the city was blessed. How do I get to Hierathanum? Follow this road. Do not stray, but beware, Bullfrog Jones, for the desert does not welcome strangers, and often its sands cover all trace of the road. And that did happen. So what can you tell me about the chantry of the weavers? Ah, the chantry. Ah, yes, a treasure and a curse. All around it the city weeps, while the dreaming sages weave their songs. They know everything and nothing. They are gods and they are fools. Now, as I recall, last time I selected this one. But I think maybe I want to ask him, do you know how the weavers are able to look into the future? No, I do not. It's said that they practice an art of dreaming, which allows them to look upon the future as one might look into one's memories. But the secret of this art is known only to them. Does no one else understand this ability? You're asking me. It is you who have the sight, not I. Yes, but I know nothing about it. This is why I must speak with the weavers. Well, then you waste your time. Why? So this is new. This I did not get to before. Because the chantry is sealed, none have spoken with the weavers in many years. The chantry is sealed. Why? See, look, something happened. I just got a new note. It is sealed by the decree of the Caliph Amhethet. He says the name with hatred in his voice. Why do you say that name with such venom in your voice? Because the Caliph is a tyrant. See, this is the plot thread I missed, and before I was going to move on without it, but when I popped back in to see what I missed, and this came up, I thought, actually, I really do want to pursue this. It looks like a plot thread worth pursuing, so that's why I'm teaching how to cheat today. Because the Caliph is a tyrant. He holds his own people enslaved within the prison into which he's turned the holy city. All must bow to his every wish, and none may speak ill against him. Even the slightest criticism can earn you a place upon the Wall of Tears. Well, let's find out what is the Wall of Tears. It is the northern wall of the city, which faces the open desert. There, enemies of the Caliph are locked naked within iron cages. There they await the wind that will blast the skin from their bodies. Jeez. So why do the people not rebel? Because they are afraid. The Caliph commands the Fedayeen, fierce warriors sworn into total loyalty through magic which destroys their ability to think for themselves. He also holds power over the Sentinels, ancient magical constructs which appear to be immortal and entirely indestructible. But worse still, he holds power over the water. How so? The water which feeds Hierathanum, the water which comes from the great cliffs of the Thargonar. It all flows through the royal palace. From there, aqueducts carry it to the different districts of the city, and the Caliph can stop that flow at any time. How does he do that? Does he shut off the water? Yes. If someone displeases him, he is willing to punish hundreds of innocents. The city is partitioned into several walled districts, each fed by an aqueduct flowing from the Grand Palace. If someone in a district displeases the Caliph, the district is closed from the rest of the city and the water is shut off. The water is shut off until the offender is brought to the gates dead or alive. The Caliph forces his own people to turn on themselves. That is great cruelty. Yes, it's a blasphemy to withhold the water of life that Liat himself has gifted to his people. The reign of Amhotep is foul and must come to an end. Well, this is a plot thread worth following, yeah? So what do you mean that his reign must come to an end? Do you mean there'll be a rebellion? By will of the Et, so it shall be. And let's have a little bit of insight. You're involved in this rebellion somehow, aren't you, Arkham? He looks at you intently. Don't worry, I'm no spy. Yes, I can see that, and indeed, you are correct. I'm proud to be one of the struggle against the tyrant Amothet. What part do you play in the struggle? That is not something of which I can speak. Well, perhaps I can help you. How can you help me, Bullfrog Jones? Well, I do possess certain powers. Indeed, the gift you possess is a powerful one. Perhaps I can help you in the struggle against this tyrant. Perhaps you can. Perhaps you can. What can I do? You must meet with the Khalids, the warrior of justice. They are a group of men sworn to defeat and overthrow the Caliph Amothet. How do I find them? Master Arkham, I do not think it's wise to trust this man. And who are you? I'm Hasir, son of Caleb. Hmm, yeah. And I do not trust strangers from the north. No, Hasir, we can trust him. I believe he can help us in our struggles. I will do what I can. If that is your wish, Master Arkham, then I shall obey. But I do not think we should allow them out of our sight. Then you, Hasir, shall go with them. What? Uh-oh, I have just altered significantly things. But it also would have been really nice to have a second person for some of those fights in the tomb, huh? Oh well. It is the best thing. Hasir is a strong warrior. He will guide you through the desert, and in the journey, you will learn to trust each other. Or you can just bypass it, go through the journey, use cheat mode to come back here and get him, and then go back and go to the city. That sounds about right. Indeed, I'm sure a guide will be most valuable. If that is what you wish, Master Arkham, then I shall obey. It is settled then. Hasir will accompany you to Hierothanaim, where he will take you to meet with the Calites. And the Calites help me enter the Chantry of the Weavers? That I do not know. You'll have to ask yourself. Very well, I'll do that. Then you must be on your way. But before you go, you should take these. Thank you. These robes will protect you from the heat of the desert. Share them with your companions. I got some robes. That is most generous, sir. Indeed, you have our thanks. Be aware, Elven One. Non-humans often do not find Akaban to be a welcoming place. You should hide your features by wearing the hood I gave you. You must be on your way. Do you wish anything else? That's all.
Goodbye, Zen.
Broad skies for traveler. Alright, so we got a whole new set of things. So that's why I cheated to get here. Because I think this is fairly important. Now here's some dervish robes. Oh, okay. Still not quite sure how they're supposed to work, but you know, it's okay. There's this fellow. Well, if nothing else, it'll be quite nice. I'm going to steal his potions. But he can keep the health potions. And finally, I have a reason to be collecting bolts, don't I? Well, that's good. So, I belatedly have a friend. Now, that said, we're going to be doing some time traveling here. Bullfrog has some prophetic dreams, so let's see. So we are going to go back. I think we are still in debug mode, but maybe we're not. We are not because it did not load. So, 1. Alright, back to our DM console. Now, we were at Lust in the Desert. So we're going to go back. Here we are. That's the place where I saw Merodach's ghost, and the city's down here. So, Bullfrog Jones wakes up from a sound sleep to find a strange man over him. Who are you? He says. I am Hasir. I've been sent with you by Arkham. When did you get here? I've been here all along. No, you haven't? I assure you I have. Did you... You were not there. I was there. I accompanied you through the sandworm's stomach. I survived with you the sandstorm, and I even went into the tomb. I saw you remove your tooth and your finger. I've been here all along. It's true, he has. I feel like I'm very confused. Let's not think about it. Alright. Let's talk to us here.
Well met, friend.
Alright. What do you know of these sand people? Are they devilkin of some kind? They are beasts, my friend. They make attacks on defenseless villages and ambush those who travel through the desert, killing all without mercy. I probably should have asked this back in the room with the sand people. You did. I feel like I did not. Well, we'll talk about it now. What do they want? I do not know. Their attacks are often without purpose. Usually, they do not take even take a single coin from the bodies of their victims. Then why do they attack? Do they perceive us as a threat? One cannot understand the mind of a monster. Where do they come from? Among my people, tales of the Sandfolk have been told for 6 generations. Some say they are the offspring of a cursed prince who committed treason against the ancient gods. But I know little of this. Thank you, Hasir. Alright, and let's
Well
talk about
met,
Hasir
friend.
as a man. I'd like to
Of
speak with you.
course.
Oh, I can ask him about stuff that happened in the tomb. Uh, I'd like to know more about you. I do not like to speak about myself. We are allies, not brothers. Very well. Perhaps.
Well met, friend.
Alright, I would
Of
like to speak with you
course.
again. What do you know about the Khalites? What do you wish to know? What are the motives? What do they plan to do when they overthrow the Caliph? Such matters are not my concern, my friend. I respect the wisdom of my masters. But what if they're hiding something? What if their motives are not purely honorable? I've been given no reason to doubt them. Do they tend to take over the city? I'm certain there will be far better rulers of the holy city than the Caliph. Hmm. Yes, of course. Poor Ilarian suffering from the heat. Let us cease this talking.
Well
Alright, let's see
met,
what else.
friend. Of
Speak with him
course.
again. Um, alright. I think I'm probably not going to get all of his dialogue because he was not there for the whole time, and whatever flags I might have tripped to make friends with him, I would not have been able to trip those flags. But that's okay. Even having him is pretty useful, and I really want the plot thread to be able to talk with the Khalites of the city. Alright. Okay. Let's head towards the city, and then I'm going to ask him about the tome. Honestly, I cared more about that part than I did about. But behold, the Thargonar. Ah, good. All right.
Well met, friend.
Let's
Of
speak.
course.
Do you know a way my tooth can be restored? Seek you the High Priest, Ramenhotep. Oh, good to know. Where can I find him? You'll find him in the Temple of Liet, in the High Court district of the Hierethanum. Thank you. All right, let's talk to him about the
Well
rest.
met, friend.
So, I'm kind of
Of
happy about
course.
that. How can we? Okay, so it looks like the priest is who I want for that. Now, finally, let's look at the journal entries that I got through my dream. Or cheating. Either way. The city of Hierethanum is built against the cliff of the great rock formation called the Thargonar. This massive rock collects moisture from the highest reaches of the sky, bringing condensed water along the crevices to the city below. This is the reason why men have settled here so deep in the vast desert. Hierethanum is ruled by a caliph, Amhotep, a ruthless tyrant who has enslaved his own people and murders all who stand against him without mercy. In his command are the terrible Fedian, fierce warriors sworn to loyalty, and the Sentinels, massive magical constructs widely believed to be immortal. But worst of all, Caliph controls the water of the city, the flow of water through the city's districts. Thus, if rebellion ever breaks out, he can withhold water at will, causing death and mayhem among innocents. This troubled place is where my destiny lies. Let's talk about the Catlights. Arkham, chieftain of the Dervishmen, is part of a plot to overthrow the ruler of Hierethanum, the Caliph Amhathet. He says I should meet with a group of men called the Khalites, the Warriors of Justice. His ally, a man named Hasir, will travel with me to the Hierethanum and lead me to their leader. Finally, Hasir. On my way to the Hierethanum, I met a group of dervishes who have offered to help me in my journey. One of them, Hasir, has joined us and agreed to act as a guide. I don't know if I can trust him, but I can see that if he is on my side, my chances for survival in this place are greatly improved. So, there we go. Cheating is fun. Alright, so if you ever find yourself unable to go back to a place where you genuinely forgot to follow up on a few things, you can cheat to do it. Now, the catch is you might not be able to legitimately make your way back. I don't know if you can trigger the sandstorm twice, but as long as you remember where you came from, you can always cheat your way back. Basically, the DM console there provides its own teleport system, or quick travel if you like. Either way. Uh, if you want to play it that way, I suppose you could. Alright, let's see. Let's go south to the city gates. And I got 1,000 points for it. And an autosave. That can't be good. Parlarian's like, I suffered through that entire fucking temple with you. And and this guy got to escape all of that, but still gets the credit? Yep. Ahead, I see the grand gates of the holy city of Hierathanum. And the guards are like, why is this person running back and forth like that? Gotta fill out the map, gotta fill out the map. Behold the gates of Hierathanum. Thank you. The narrative told me that already. But I appreciate the... Why is there a head right there? The desiccated skeletons hanging from the wall do not present a welcoming sight. Well, that would seem to support Arkham's story about the Caliph, doesn't it? I still maybe would like to get more information before I join a side. I just like that I can join a side. Let's talk to the Sentinel. The massive head faces you for a moment. Greetings. The construct does not respond. May I enter? Who goes there? My name is Bullfrog Jones. I wish to enter the city. Tell them we are here to trade. Goods from Jalbarat. It will not raise suspicions. What business do you have within this holy place? I'm a traveler from the north. I've come to trade. I'm going to listen to Hazir here. You may enter. There are rules you must follow, foreigner. What are these rules? First, you are required to put away your weapons at all times. Okay. Second, you are given permission to enter the market sector only. The Falward district is currently sealed, and the High Court district is open only to the nobility. Well, I remember honor among thieves. I might just need to dress for the part. But I definitely intend to go there if some guy can regrow my tooth. I understand. Good. Sentinel, open the gate. The construct opens the heavy gate with his massive hand. That is a big fucking thing, isn't it? Alright. Hello, you coming over to see me? I was watching Felicie play and Ujali play Stardew Valley earlier. I feel like a fun subplot for Frogpond Academy would be Igor learning to farm. I think that would be very funny. Or possibly disastrous. A little bit of both. Uh-oh. Greetings. Hello. I wish to return to the city. Okay. The thing closed on me. It's like, well, stop fucking dawdling and go through, the guy says. Alright. There we go. I'm not missing my shot this time.
What do you want?
Oh? Don't you know it's past curfew? I actually kind of meant to open the gate, but okay, now let's talk to him.
What do you want?
Curfew? What do you mean? All citizens are to be indoors after sunset. Are you ignorant or a foreigner? I'm not from this land. Then learn its laws or leave, Pashkun. What did you call me? You're a Pashkun, foreigner. Learn your place or face the law. Fine. What manner of devil are you? Oh, Larian, you should probably cover your face. This place doesn't welcome outsiders.
Yes, that is so.
Okay. Now be gone from my sight. Oh yeah, poor Larian was supposed to wear a robe, wasn't he? Okay, he's got a hood. Good, good, good. That's kind of clever. Alright, so let's talk to him again. I'd just like to ask you some questions. Can you at least tell me where I can find an inn? Go to the caravanserai. They have places for Pashkun. Right away. Friendly place there. Alright. So, the siege weapons seem pretty appropriate setting-wise, albeit a little disturbing. Ah, hi again, Dice. Chuck, I think we've met once before. Maybe not. How are you? And yes, it is a very, very fun game, especially all the fan modules. Or the persistent worlds, which I haven't played, but some folks swear by. It's been a while. Well, nice to see you. Always glad to have you. I'm playing Prophet. Technically part 2. There's some subtitle to it. I think it's The Century of Sorrow. I cheated earlier because I missed something important. So,
Stop.
oh, what is it? Oh, hold on. Too many things are happening. First, let's see what the narrative says. The market is quiet, empty of merchants and the customers, yet the fragrances remain of 1,000 exotic spices, elixirs, and perfumes. So, anyone who's watching this who is from the southern United States, I do apologize for the accent I use for Bullfrog Jones. If it helps, it is meant to be fake. He is an affectatious fellow. What is it, Hasir? We must speak with Hasir, the weaponsmith. And is he one of the Calites? Shh, don't speak that name out loud. We never know who's listening. Ah, sorry. Looks at you with a scowl. And where is this Hasir? Just to our east. Look for his sign. Okay. We'll go see him in a moment. I do want to look around some more first. Very well. Do not take too long. I'd like to get an idea of the lay of the land before I sign on to a particular faction, even though from the sound of it, I mean, I like Arkham, and certainly what we've seen so far seems to indicate that Arkham is telling the truth. Huh. Well, Dungeons of Sandaria. Oh, that looks interesting. I'm guessing it's a role-playing game, on account of the whole dungeon's name. But that looks pretty cool. Okay. Alright, so let's see. So there's a few people we can talk to there. There's a cat. Oh, I must talk to the cat. Pardon me, I really need to talk to that cat. Here, kitty, kitty, kitty. Here, kitty, kitty, kitty. Where's my kitty? Ah, it's a cat. Look at him. Aw. He's so cute. Ah, kitty, kitty, kitty. I love kitties. Alright, so now let's look around and maybe do some shopping. Oh, it was on sale for 6 months. Oh, that's good to hear. I like things on sale. Alright, so let's look at these jars. Okay. Okay, so that's the gates. I forgot which direction he said Hazur was, because I don't want to go Hazur. Okay, to the east. So let's go to the west first. Because east is this way, I think. Alright, so there's some city guards. They've so far been very friendly. The caravanserai. Let's talk to a beggar. Beggars often know more than we think. Oh, shit. Fresh as well as old blood mixed in the sand next around this gruesome site. Oh, fantastic. That looks disgusting. I wasn't even looking up. That's a lot of fucking blood. The fuck? Alright, so this is definitely indicating Arkham's possibly telling the truth about the Caliph. Spare a coin? Sure here. Thank you, sir. Thank you so very much. So, how about some information? Information? I don't know anything. Oh, he is missing a leg. Goodness sake, I'm not very observant. Tell me about this place. No, please, I don't want to talk no more. I don't want to gossip. Why not? I don't want to get punished again. I obey the will of Liet. Your leg? Yes, there was a punishment. For what? For entering where I was not allowed. Where is that? You can tell me. I snuck into the High Court District without a pass. Oh, I need to go there, so... Why? Just wanted to look at the Temple of Liet. I've heard it's very beautiful. And for this, they cut off your leg? The will of Liet is just and fair. How'd you get in there? I don't want to talk about it. You can trust me. Go to the alley just north of the High Court Gate. There you'll find an old crate. Under it, there's a grate that will lead you into the sewers. Follow the sewers upward till you come to an exit into the main square. be careful. Why? Because if anyone sees you, you'll be caught and yeah, I get the point. Don't tell anyone I told you that, please. I won't, don't worry. Well, I do need to go to the High Court, if nothing else. There's a priest that can fix some of the damage I did to myself. So, this apparently is the place of justice. Charming. Charming. Well, I definitely feel like, we are, okay. So, alright. Okay, so let me see. Alright. I definitely want to go there eventually, so. So the caravanserai is like the inn. So let's take a look. And maybe we can get more of the lay of the land. The guards probably will not give me a decent idea of the way of that, but this fellow might. Karas Bel Haldir. Hadir. Also, I probably should find a place to rest because Larian's not doing too well.
I greet you.
I greet you, traveler, and I welcome you to the caravanserai of Hierathanum. I wonder if I'm pronouncing that right. Oh well. I'd like to rent a room. Of course, we have two kinds of lodging options. You can rent one night in the common room for 1 gold piece, or if you prefer a more permanent stay, you can rent a private room for an entire month. How's my money situation's not? I swear, I keep seeming like I lose money every 2 seconds. I'd like a private room. Excellent choice, sir. I'm gonna try to persuade him lower. What? Do you take me for a fool? No, but I think your price is too high. I'll pay you 50. Nonsense. Well, 50's all I offer. Very well, I agree this time. Here you go. Good, here's your key. Your room is upstairs, second door on the right. Thank you. Alright. Private room. So, let's see if there's anyone else to talk to. And I definitely want to rest. Now, I did piss him off, so I wouldn't. Oh. Let's a quick save. I'm a giant cheater. Kitty, kitty, kitty. She's so cute. Sorry. I'm looking at her in her bed. Oh. There's a guard. And draw him up. I might get in trouble for this, but let's go see if we can talk to him.
Huh?
Greetings. What you want? I'm new here, and I was wondering if you could help me. 104. How about a gold piece? Okay. What do you want? I'd like to ask you some questions. Go ahead, what do you want to know? How can I get in? Well, how does one obtain audience with the Caliph? Hey, I'm a simple man. I've never been in the presence of the Caliph, and I'd like to keep it that way. So you don't know? Go to a citadel in the High Court district. Ask there. How can I get in? Well, you need to have a pass. Noble folk usually carry those. Don't see many nobles around here. No, they don't like to mix with us commoners. They prefer the private rooms, all nice and cozy. So I may have another option besides the sewers. Do you know how I can enter the chantry of the weavers? Are you serious? Yes. How did I know that? Alright. Okay, goodbye. So I got a couple ways into High Court. Everything I'm seeing kind of makes me inclined to... Can you give me any information?
I greet you.
Oh, goodbye for now.
Farewell.
Alright. I'd like to enter the common room. I think I was just in the common room. Alright. There's a guard. What's this way? Ah, there's a sign. What's the sign say? Private. interesting. Some crates. Never hurts to go robbing a place. Can I get in any deeper to actually look at them, or am I stuck where I am? It does look like I'm stuck. It does not look like I can get any deeper into the storeroom. Shame. Now I'm dying of curiosity. That's where they put the ultimate weapon, of course. Instant game breaker. Instant game beater. That's why you can't get to those crates. Oh, is this my room? Could be, I suppose. There's a bed. Let's rest for 8 hours. Let's let poor Larian get some get some of his health back. And Hasir's like, aren't we supposed to meet with somebody? Shh, still exploring. But so far, I have to say, it does seem like Arkham has played me proper. I am not seeing anything that goes against what he said about the way that the world works, and seeing a lot to indicate I don't particularly like the way the Caliph runs things, so. But we are just peeking around, so there might be things I don't know. I somehow think that wasn't the bedroom I was supposed to use, but you know, let's sneak around and see if there are any interesting noble people to talk to, huh? Not possible. Oh heck. I do have a few of these, I think. Plus 10's a little high, though. I don't think I want to use a plus 10 for this. 3 are not quite enough. 8's a little much, though. So where are my... Okay. Okay. 3, 8, 1, 1. Tools of Twilight is how much? 4. Actually, that could do it. Let's use a tool of... Okay, let's move that there. And, put more tools in the bag. Okay. So the Tools of Twilight is a plus 4, so that looks like just enough. Don't mind me, sir. I'm not doing anything important. Fortunately, these guards are not very observant. Let's quick save. What are you doing there? I'm absolutely not picking this lock, sir. What on earth is that? Oh, there's a commode. Indoor. That's actually kind of nice. And a pentagram. Oh dear. You know, I'm thinking maybe we're going to close this store and see what we can steal here. What is that? Akabari garb. A conjurer's robe. Well, that's kind of nice. I'm thinking we might want to steal that shit. Hey, Hassan, how do you feel about criminal activity? Am I convincing this fellow to engage in criminal activity with me? I am. Do I have enough room in my shit to do anything? I do, I think. Let's find out. Let's move things around. Inventory management, the bane of my existence. Oh shit, there's a green slot. Alright, well let's go fuck him up. Okay.
My steel will strike true.
Hi. There we go. Kind of forgot I was unarmed. There we go. Well. Okay. Well, we probably should put our weapons away on account of we don't want to get in trouble. You're dual wielding maces, Larian? I didn't think you knew how to do that. Okay. Well, can't complain to the results, huh? Okay. Well, let's finish robbing this whoever this is. Actually, is Larian still wearing my second regeneration ring? Because I don't think he is. There's Ring of the Dragon. Here we go. Larian, put that back on. Thank you. Because I'm a little too lazy to sleep right now. Oh, one sec. No, don't help me. I appreciate the thought, but don't help me. Okay. Oh. Ooh. Dispel Magic's pretty nice, even if I can't make use of the spell slots. Ring Protection 3 is very nice. Ring of Jade is kind of mediocre, but you know what? I'll take it for the rest of this stuff. Alright, and that staff I stole, what does it do? Staff of Command. Oh, hello. Immunity, mind affecting spells. Charm monster, charm person, and use dominate person. Well, I don't know when exactly I'll have the use for that, but I definitely can imagine a few uses for it. And there's a commode. What happens if I click the commode? I'm not reaching down into the commode. I apparently am sitting on the commode, and everybody's watching me do it. Really, guys? I'm on a team of perverts. No one needs to watch anything like that. Not on Twitch, anyway. I feel like that's something you charge for. People are weird fucking fetishes, man. No judgment as long as it's consensual, right? Alright. Alright, here we go. Hello, guard.
What do you want?
Ah, nothing. Are you guarding this whole thing or just like one person's room? Because that would explain why you don't seem to care that I'm breaking into everybody else's room. Let's rob shit. I'm just living up to my class. I play rogue for a reason. And I was in the desert for this whole time, so poor Bullfrog needs to like indulge. Ah, here we go. Shit to sell. Wait, speak.
I have to lighten this load.
That's annoying. Speaking of, I might want to look into selling shit. What the hell is this? Where the hell did I get this? One of the Caliph's fiercest warriors was named Atalkamet, and it is said he wielded a fiery scimitar given to him by the ancient vizier Mamhotep. It said that Alchemet was so brave that he would travel alone across the great... Oh, I pulled it out of a hunting worm. That's right. Amdivor, hunting the great purple worms of the Sea of Sand. It's also said that Alchemet was a fool and he met his end within the belly of one of his prey, and that's true because that's where I found this. Shit, where'd it go? I lost my scimitar. Just found the fucking thing. Here? Here? Here. Alright, there we go. I do have to sell shit though. Fortunately, we are in town, and there's likely to be a place to sell shit. I'm guessing this on account of we are in town. I decided I'd really like to play a gotcha game that's like Suikoden, where every person you get through the gotcha, you builds another room of your stronghold or something. So you get a merchant, things like that. But then I'm too cheap to really play gotcha games. I do play another Eden, but I've been very, very cautious. I've allowed myself to subscribe. I did the subscription, but I'm not really allowed to splurge the way I'd like to because otherwise I would go kind of hog wild. And there is one cell phone game that I go hog wild for. I'm a total whale. I can't afford to. I like it because all you got to do is you got to get you get one version of the character and you can grind and unlock any of the others. A noblewoman's gown. So somewhere in this thing there really ought to be some noble people. I just gotta kind of find them and rob them. Or I can just sneak in the sewers, which is a little more disgusting, but probably less, Oh, hello. Well, I like this hall. I really like this hall. Okay. Let's see about putting that somewhere special. I thought I had one of these that actually had space. Maybe I don't. I just don't want to accidentally use the flaming arrow, you know? Oh shit, I forgot how expensive those are. There we go. Alright. We robbed a noble one. I quite like the music though. I did learn that some of the music in this game it actually comes from Icewind Dale, which I think is cool. Alright. So we have ransacked this caravanserai. Let's go out and find more people. Jakar Fatherian.
Can I help you?
Sure. Can you tell me what you sell here? I'm sorry, I lost my accent. Many things, my good friend. Perhaps you would like to purchase some fine fabrics from Jelbarad, or precious gemstones from Numeratus? Baubles to adorn a lady, perhaps. Or perhaps you're looking for some elixirs to aid in your charms? I have all manner of potions right here. Let me see what you have. Certainly, certainly. Alright, so we got clothing, a regal kimono, a noblewoman's gown, a dervish robe. The potions are pretty substandard. What's a Janthra's harp? Oh. An invisibility sphere 1 use per day. How expensive is it? It's kind of expensive. On the other hand, it is pretty nice. Necklace of great beauty. An Astharian lute. This magical instrument was built by Neverwinter Astharian, a famous Akabari lute master. 3 of its 8 strings are enchanted to play once a day a magic note, a deep resonating bass note whose vibration can knock listeners from their feet, a high note which blesses all who listen, and an ultra-high note beyond all hearing, which nevertheless causes listeners to turn away and ignore the musician entirely. It's a fashion accessory. Blessed Sanctuary. Oh, how interesting. As with used magical device, I might be able to buy it, but it is rather expensive. I do not know what happened to most of my money. I'd like to think Bullfrog actually sent it to his master, though. Alright, let's see. Oh, that's a stolen good, huh? I'll have to find someone who does buy stolen goods, yeah. Okay. Ring of Jade. I feel like that's just light. Let's sell that. That I'm keeping, I think. Sanctuary. Unlimited Sanctuary. Yeah, I'm keeping that. A runestone. What do you do with the runestone? Nah, that's a souvenir. Also, I don't want someone accidentally summoning Gothra. I feel like that's a bad idea. Bad idea in general. Alright. Let's see. What else? I'm keeping that. Keeping stuff. You wouldn't buy a disarm kit, fellow? Shame. Okay. Oh yeah, I gotta see about selling that sword at some point. Okay, it looks like he's only got an upper limit of 2,000, which is not great, but good to get rid of a few little things, I suppose. Very limited in what he buys, huh? I guess the cheap jewelry. I'm not gonna sell an icon of life, that's for damn sure. My ring of clear thought. kind of thinking there's not really a whole lot I want to sell. Well, maybe the Amulet of Natural Armor. A cracked Luckstone. Oh yeah, that's only tumble +1. We'll sell that. Silver necklace. I can sell some gems. I can sell him a tooth. Probably I don't want to sell this guy a tooth. I feel like he would not react well to that. Perhaps understandably. I can sell a gold cup though. That's promising. Copper ring. Definitely not selling that ring of sorcery. It's a kitten. Look at it. So cute. Alright. Yeah, I'm not selling an iron stone. Especially not that one. Huh. I didn't even realize I had so many empty bags. I should start shoving shit in the bag, huh? Especially lightweight shit like books and shit. And squirrels. Squirrels are a good thing to put in bags. Cloud kill is kind of awesome. I gotta save that for a rainy day. Pun unintended. There we go. Alright. That's all I've got, but Larian's got some treasures, I think, that I looted from that tomb. So, sell the gold cup. Sell a gold chalice. Sell a gold cup. Not a tiara. Why don't you buy a tiara, dude? Watch, I'm gonna sell all this stuff and then I'll go somewhere else and it'll turn out that he's robbing the shit out of me and so on, but that's okay. Okay, nothing here. I forgot that you had a backpack. Alright. Alright, well that's something at least. He's no longer overloaded. Poor asshole. Do you have anything I can sell? I don't think so, but maybe. Well, a few things, but... Okay. So, I've talked to Jekar Fatharian. There's the poor beggar. Lyra Solarium. I suppose we could talk to her.
Greetings to you.
Can I ask you some questions? Sure. Can you tell me about the city? Well, this is Hyrathanum, of course. The holy city. Who built this place? Oh, I don't know much about history. You should speak with my father. And who is your father? His name is Aknan Solarium. He's one of the wealthiest merchants here in the Hyrathanum. You can find him in the market. Can I ask you something else? What can you tell me about the Chantry of Weavers? Oh, that's a wondrous place, so I've heard. It's said that the Weavers can see all of creation in a single glance. How can I get an audience? Well, you can't, I'm afraid. The Chantry is closed, you see. Why? Closed by the will of the Caliph, the great Amhadet. Why? You shouldn't ask such questions, stranger. It is best. Can I ask you something else? Sure. What can you tell me about Amhadet? Well, I'm not supposed to say. Go on, don't worry. No, I better not talk. I don't want my tongue cut out like... I won't say anything. Don't worry. What were you gonna say? Nothing. I better be going now. Wait. I must be going. Goodbye. Oops, I freaked her out. Well, no one wants to talk about the Caliph. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not supposed to talk with strangers. I just want to ask you something. Sorry. Oh, shoot. I really threw her off with that question about the king. Okay, well, good thing to know. Greetings, old lady. I wonder if I could pickpocket her or her dad for a high court pass, but I don't know if I. It seems kind of mean to pickpocket her. I'll see if I can find her dad first. I do not think I have seen you before. Indeed not. I'm not from these parts. Yes, that's clear to me. You are a Pashkun, a foreigner. If that's what that word means, then yes. Word means more than foreigner. It also means unwanted. Now that is very rude. Forgive me. I do not mean disrespect. It's rare for foreigners to come to this city. May I ask what brought you here? Just trade. You should speak with the others. There are several shops that may assist you. And you? Are you not a merchant? I do have some miscellaneous items for sale. But my main business is in organizing caravans. I need one of one. Can I see what you have for sale? I wonder if I will be able to organize a caravan. That's interesting. An interesting thought. He has a higher limit than the other guy, so that's a plus. Actually, hold on. Hasir? Do you need a scarab of protection? I'm not going to give you my best one, but I'll give you a crappier one. There you go. Alright, so let's see. There are a few things I might like to sell that I couldn't at the other place, but possibly not. I do like to keep my shit. More so than I probably should. Let's be honest here. Scarab 3. Ah, I could have sold the Urlord's Blade, but it kind of hits his upper limits, so I'm not going to do that here. But I could sell my disarm kits, so that implies a bit more. Ring of Jade. I'm definitely not selling that, but I can sell some jewels again. Amethyst. Xandrite. There are some games where money has weight, and thus the jewels are much more useful. There we go. Would you like to buy a sack of angry rats? No. That's fair. Oh, you know what, Hasir? Would you like to wear some boots of reflexes? There you go. Never let it be said that... Oh, poor Meridak. Well... his ghost helped me. Poor fellow. Oh, I've got 2 lucky stones. I didn't realize that. I can't really do much with 2, so I'm gonna sell one. Maybe put some more of these in here. These could actually be... Why can't they stack? Nah. Sometimes weirdness like that happens. Alright. Not enough gold. Fair enough, fair enough. I could sell the scimitar of... Yeah, why not? There you go. You can keep it. Where on earth did you get this? I stole it from a worm. I see. Okay. So that pretty much covers that. Oh, actually, I did want to see about selling that damn tiara. Let's sell that damn tiara. There you go. Alright. So we've got more money. Money's good. And let's get more info from people around. Now, there's a guard captain and an old dog. Another cat and a dog. I do enjoy a cat. Oh, actually, I wanted to go this way first. West first, not east. West. There's a signpost for a good shop. We can our stuff. Just on my way. Yes, right away. Alright. There's a signpost and... Oh, it's blocked off. I wonder why. Ah. The shop is closed by order of the Caliphate. Let the fate of Amazon be a warning to all those who question the will of Liet. Ah, awkward. I am reminded of the Paxtonarian books where Liet is the name of a god who is not a god of justice, unless you believe in a very particular type of justice. And by that I mean torture and terrible, terrible things. It became relevant in the third book, and possibly again a bit in the sequel series. Decent series. The sequel series was written like 20 years later, though, and so there were some changes and things. But in general, I thought it was pretty worthwhile reading. Some of the plot threads kind of petered out by the end of the second series, though, and I was a little sad about that. I didn't really like where she took one of the characters. Oh, nothing of interest. Okay, beyond the store. Plots. I thought Doran had a really interesting plot with trying to deal with her family land, and then at the end she ends up somewhere else entirely, and I'm like, why? Oh, the home of Master Kurathon. Public lectures postponed until further notice. Please do not disturb. Alright, that sounds ominous and yet interesting. And where is this gate? This is to the Forward District.
What do you want?
What's beyond the gate? This is the gate to the Forward District, Pashkun. Be gone. May I enter? No. It's sealed. Why? There's been arrest. It's being dealt with. How is it being dealt with? Not your business. Be gone before I throw you in the dungeons. So that does sound like the whole depriving them of water solution is what's going on. The more I see, the more I'm thinking Arkham's side seems like it's got some pretty good causes. I don't want to say they're the good guys yet, because sometimes there are folks who are neither good nor evil, but we'll have to see. Let's talk to this Kurathan. His place wasn't even locked. Oh, this looks interesting. There's a statue. A stocky man holding a book and a magnificent gem. That is a magnificent gem. Can't steal it though, it looks like, so. Bullfrog's interest is kind of waning, but the book is interesting. He does like books. This is interesting. Can we open the lock? Oh, a key is required. Well, I could try to bash it down, but I suppose I don't really have a motivation to do that yet. Alright. So far, this seems like a very friendly place. I would like to try the food. I bet the food is good. Am I able to move ahead? Oh, interesting. I'm encountering maybe a slight glitch. I seem to be frozen. There we go. I was hoping to move this way. Can I? Oh, interesting. So, it's looking like maybe I cannot, because when I try, I end up sliding around. So that's too bad, because I was really hoping to look into that crate. Oh, well, this worked. How peculiar. Oh, well, maybe just some sort of weird pathfinding glitch. Can't say that's never happened. Huh. Okay. So we've seen this side of things. Let's go to the east side of the city then. Well, of this district. See what we can see there. We freaked out a young girl by asking about the Caliph. Maybe we can find her dad and rob from him. Oh, it might be too late at night though. There's another beggar, or possibly the same beggar as before, but let's talk to the guard captain.
What do you want?
Sorry to bother you. There's a beggar, some camels, a mounted guard, and a bucket. That's interesting. Let's talk to the mounted guard.
What do you want?
Yeah, I'm on my way. Okay, so nothing different in there. Arf, arf, arf. Goodness, the dogs have discovered a reason. Bar Silvador Bangs. That sounds interesting. The girl's not here anymore, and neither is the guy I could steal from, I think. So, that's a shame. Now, that's who I want to talk to with regard to the Kalites. So I'm gonna look around first and finish looking around. Though I might not go to the High Court yet. Though, I'd like to see if I can heal my tooth. Bullfrog's a man who likes to be pretty. Look at him. Does this look like a man who'd be happy about losing a tooth? And a finger? It is not. Alright, so Bar Silvador and Morialmid. I don't know how you pronounce that. Come in, come in. So he named the shop after his pet? That looks interesting. Well, let's look around at his library, see if there are any new books to read that I've never read before. Nothing there. That's annoying. Okay. Dwelling is choked with dust. Well, he does seem a scholarly type. I would maybe like to go there, but I should probably talk to the people first before I invade their bedroom. Bel Salvador. This owl is most peculiar. One eye is yellow with a large black pupil, the other is white with a green iris and a small pupil that watches you with a disturbingly intelligent gaze. I don't know if it sounds intelligent. It sounds like he's got a fucking concussion. Maybe a brain bleed. Greetings. I, Moria Meldir Fane, welcome to my shop. He seems to not look directly at you. Oh. That fellow looks like he might not be human. This creature appears to be an elf, but if so, it's an elf of extremely advanced age. His eyes are black without sight. Thank you. Excuse me for asking, but are you blind? Oh yes, I'm afraid. My eyes have left me long ago. Left him? I see. Don't get any ideas. I have other eyes watching. I would never have considered stealing from you, sir. I am an honest man. That's fortunate. That was a lie. Can I ask you some questions? What answers do you seek? Can you tell me about the Chantry of Dreamweavers? Of what do you know? What do you want to know? Its history or its future? Can you tell me why the Caliph has ordered the Chantry? Well, let's ask other questions first. Its history, please. Not long its history. Only a few hundred years since Arthan built it upon the high cliffs. Who was Arthan? A sage, but a greater prophet. A great prophet, but a teacher greater still. A teacher? Oh yes, it's he who taught the Dreamweavers. He who led them to the landscape of timelessness. How ironic that he could not follow. He couldn't follow them. Too old was he. Too far trapped within the cage of narrative. Those who speak can never see. What do you mean? Arthan created the Weavers, devised their ways of training, but he could never see through their eyes, not like I can see through the eyes of my Bar Silvador. So their power was beyond his understanding. Yes, beyond the understanding of all who lives in the waking world. There can be no true clarity within the unlit eye. What can you tell me about the Chantry's future? Not so easy. Not so easy to know the future, even for prophets. What have the prophets said of the Chantry? That you'll have to ask them. Speak you with the Weaver of Dreams. The Chantry's closed. How will I speak with the Weavers if I can't enter their presence? I know not. You should seek audience with the Caliph. Perhaps he will grant you entry. Perhaps I will. Okay. Can you tell me why he's ordered it closed? It's from fear. Fear of the Weavers. What does he fear from the Weavers? That their words will open the heavens, that their words will cut the earth. I have heard that he fears for his life. that he fears that if someone speaks with the Weavers, they will reveal the manner of his death. One hears many strange things in the world, yes. Is it not true? True? Of course. But such truth is so small compared to the totality of things. What do you mean? Fate has greater purpose than merely the death of a man, greater even than the death of thousands. But I ramble. What is it you wanted again? I wanted to know why he ordered the chantry to be closed. But it seems you already know the answer. His fear of death. Do you know anything more? No, not I. I do not concern myself with the petty events of surrounding days. I'm a scholar of history. Alright, so we've already talked to him about that. Interestingly, I'd like to ask you something else. What are you? Elven I am, from the distant kingdoms. Do you come from Lyn Tharn? No, not that place. No, I come from an elven court more ancient than the forest. What is that place that you come from, then? Oh, it exists no more, and so no more words must be spoken of it. How old are you? You seem quite ancient. Many years have I seen, much knowledge I hold. Are you willing to share some of this knowledge? Perhaps, but not without a price. No, nothing in this world comes without its price. Okay. I've asked both of those questions. I think I've covered everything. Alright, let's look at the goods. Bone wand. Those all seem pretty good. Chime of opening. I do like a chime of opening. One charge use. I do like 50 uses of the next spell, but maybe not. Alright. Alright, so can I sell him anything? What's his threshold, I wonder? 10,000. Nah. Rat of the Ghost. I could sell my bleeding blade, but I feel like there might be a time when it would be useful. I say. Because I always have an excuse not to sell my shit. Rando's longsword. Arcanian sword. No, I keep those for other reasons. Sword of Mastery, though. I might sell that. There we go. You can also sell... Well, you never know. You might need to stun somebody sometime. Alright. Opening shit, opening shit. La 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 la. Wish I remembered I had that that thing a while back. It might have been useful. Oh well. Okay. No one ever buys stolen goods. Alas, the shame. Alright, I think that pretty much covers anything I could sell him. Maybe the Cloak of Resistance. Okay. Alright. Well, that was interesting. Just real quick.
I'll be seeing.
He does sound interesting, though. I feel like this guy might be worth looking at in the future. Ah, specific key required. Interesting. Okay. Well, I don't really have a reason to go to rob the guy yet. Yet. Could try pickpocketing a key, but you never know. Alright. So here's the gate to somewhere. Let's ask to where.
What do you want?
What's beyond the gate? Ah, the High Court District. May I enter? Probably like you are not allowed. What do I need to be able to? You need to be someone else. I could try to bribe him. Okay. Alright. I'm a powerful man. I can offer him valuable services. I'm not going to tell him about prophecy. Well, it's the truth. I've traveled far and wide and defeated many foes. My services can be valuable. Will you let me in? No. Alright. Well, I do know of a way in, if I remember which alleyway the crate is. I think it's actually down this way, but... Oh, or maybe it's right over here. Nothing of interest beyond this door. Crate. Maybe not. Gonna have to look for a crate later. So I got a few options now. I can go talk to that fellow's allies, or I can try to enter the High Court myself. I'm leaning towards talking to the allies. At this point, I do feel like I've seen enough of the city to be able to say, yeah, I don't like this shit. But I should at least see if I can find that crate that would get me over to it. I think it's probably the one over here. Okay, so everyone's afraid of this Caliph, and everyone's kind of a dick, so it's really good to know. Okay, is there a crate over here? Is this where he's talking about? There's a bag. What's in the bag? Oh, coconut, cabbage, banana. I'm not going to steal some poor guy's dinner. I do have some standards, damn it. Maybe not much, but some. Some standards. Alright. The caravanserai. And one more try over here before I go talk to what's his name. But honestly, I am feeling like the Calites are probably the cause that we're going to want to go with, because otherwise this stuff is just utter. So where is the crate he was talking about? Well, I suppose it's a good thing, because I might not have been able to find what I needed to find. Supposedly an alley. It's not up there. Oh, is this the crate? Nope, this is some arrows, which, don't get me wrong, I like arrows. But a crate with a grate. Alright, well. Well, cheaters do prosper, don't they? Alright. Let's head back over here and see what there is to see on this side. I'm curious to see if I can bribe the gate guard. I am actually rather curious about that. I kinda think it's gonna end up with me going to fucking prison, so I'm gonna quick save first. But we'll see, we'll see.
What do you want?
May I enter? Will 100 gold. How dare you? Be gone. Wait, I don't mean to offend. I'm not from this land. I do not understand its customs. Indeed. Well, we here in the Holy City are not like those barbarians of the north. The devout of Liet are not bought at any price. I apologize. I could try to intimidate, but I don't think that's going to go very well. Alright. So anyway, we're going to reload. Because I knew that was a bad idea, but it didn't go quite as badly as it could have. Alright. Pardon me. There we are. Okay. So here is an alley, but I'm guessing that's not the one he meant. I wish I could figure out what he did mean. He said an alley with a crate. That's what I remember. But now I'm thinking I do not know what alley he means, and it's gonna bug me. Because at some point I'm gonna need to go in there. Maybe not right this second. But a grate beneath an alley, or grate beneath a crate, to get past the gate. I've just made myself annoyed at myself. Alright. Shoot. I don't know. Well, I might have needed a sheet to do this after. Oh, there's Aknan Salarian. I suppose I can try to talk to him. Or better yet, what is the wind that has brought you here? The wind of fate. I've come to learn my destiny. Ah, the wind of fate. We are like sand upon its breaths. Could you answer some questions for me? Alright. Can you tell me how I can enter the High Court District? Oh, you need a pass. Where can I obtain one? That I don't know. Alright, who rules this place? The ruler of the Holy City is the Grand Caliph Amathet. Can you tell me of him? What do you wish to know? Can I obtain an audience with him?
Without question, no.
Surely there's a way. If there is, then it is beyond the wisdom of a humble merchant like me. Fair enough. Where can I find the chantry of the weavers? You stand within its shadow, man from distant land. The chantry stands upon the cliffs of Thargonar, high above the city. How do I get there? To the chantry? You do not, my friend. But I must speak with dream weavers. You cannot. No one has spoken with the weavers in many years. It is so decreed. By whom? By the will of Liet, and so spoken by the Grand Caliph. Why? What's going on here? Who questions the will of Liet? We were just talking. You do not question the lawgiver, foreigner. Cease just talking at once and be on your way. Sorry.
Yes.
Okay. What do you wish to know? I'd like to learn more of your city. What interests you? How old is the city? It is ancient 3 times over, a foreign one. The holy city of Hierathanum stands upon the ruins of the ancient city of Harez, which itself was built upon the ruins of a city more ancient, whose name has passed from history. That's interesting. Tell me about Harez. I do not know much about it. I'm but a humble merchant, and not wise in the ways of lore. Who could tell me about them? Seek you the Crimson Sages. Their wisdom is as wide as the sky. Where do I find them? They live within the great tower of Minsen, in the High Court District. Ah. Okay. Where does the city get its water? The water flows by the will of the Caliph Amathet, by his miraculous decree. Blessed is the mercy of Elet. So the Caliph controls the water supply.
With all certainty, yes.
And he can withhold it if he wishes. Those who disobey the word of Let do not deserve his mercy. Alright, well, this is definitely supporting Arkham's side of things. Probably enough that I'm willing to go talk to... I mean, I'd like to investigate the High City before I pick a side, and I don't know if I'm going to have that option. But I'd like to. Let me talk to the beggar again. Can you remind me how you did it?
Friend?
Ah, sure. Okay. Okay. Why not? Okay, never mind. Definitely don't want to ask about the Caliph. Here's another coin. Information. Tell me about this place. Okay, never mind. Alright, shoot. I can't get him to tell me how he got in there again. An alley with a crate. I'm gonna try one more time. 'Cause I don't... Bullfrog's very cautious. After the whole mess in what the fuck's the place? Endor. Fucking Wookiee location. He's not inclined to just blindly join any group. Those thieves were annoying as fuck. But at the same time, it might be how he's gonna proceed, because I'm not sure what else he can do. Which means it's a good thing that I cheated, because otherwise I don't know how I would have figured out where the hell to go. So, an alleyway with a crate, though. I really just don't see any alleyway that would count. I mean, even granting that the sewers are needed to get into a place, I can't see it. It's very irritating. Alright, well, I guess I'm gonna move on with the plot then. Because I can't really see another way to go. Though there probably is one. He said it was near the gate. I swear he did. Hold on. I'm gonna see if I can scroll all the way up. Nope, can't go any further. Too bad. Alright. I did not think it was going to be so difficult to find a goddamn crate. And I guess I could try to break that crate. Is there something underneath?
You will regret that.
How'd you miss a crate, you idiot? This is clearly not what I need to be doing. There we go. Oh, except maybe I did just find a broken sewer grate after all. Okay. So do I want to go down there and explore for myself? I kinda do. Look down. It's dark. You get the sense of a large chamber flooded with water. Something slithers. Let's get in. Oh shit. Maybe I don't want to do this. Maybe I want to go talk to the other people first. I think I do. I want to talk to the other people first. Especially since I'm not sure I'll get back. And I don't really want to miss a plot point. I'm just glad I found it. So that's option one. But let's talk to the allies, because I think I've seen enough of the justice here to be like, I feel like maybe the rebels have a point. So let's go talk to them. So we're looking for a man named Hazur. There's a fellow named Jamro here too. Hazar el Hamzed. Sorry.
What can I do for you?
I'd like to look at your wares. Well, this guy's got a lot of cool shit, doesn't he? A lot of expensive shit, too. Oh, holy shit, look at that. Isaac's Greater Missile Storm, 1 use per day. Holy shit. That's insane. I can't afford it, but that's insane. Alright, well this might be a place to sell the Urlord's weapon. Let's see. Oh no, it's still got an upper limit. That's a fucking tragedy. That's what that is. Okay. But I can see if they've got a long sword that's better than I've got. Actually, it doesn't look like it. Okay, well that makes me feel slightly better. Long sword, long sword. Okay, alright. Some of those. The armor, though, that's nice. Isaac's Missile Storm and a glove. Alright, so let's talk to this fellow. Hello, sir.
Hello there.
Hello? May I take a look at your goods? Speak with Jamro. He deals with
May I
business.
speak with you a moment?
Ah, here we go. Continue. Oh, and what about? We seek a very special blade. The blade of Amun Kol. I'm sorry, friend, but that blade has been broken long ago, and its pieces are scattered to the winds. Oh, looks like a code. What is broken can never be reforged. So this is something I would not have been able to do if I didn't bring Hasir, obviously. Indeed, by the will of the ancients. By the will of the ancients.
Very well.
Come with me, then. Yes, this plot line, I think, I don't know anything about it, but I did hear that there was a plot line to follow with Hasir. This is why I cheated to get him. Ah, shoot, there's a portal. Nefer, Amun Kol. Go on. The portal will not remain open very long. I want to join the freedom fighters. Probably. So we are in a secret place. Ah, shoot.
Halt.
Who are you? I'm Bullfrog Jones. He's with me. Yes. He looks me up and down. What are you laughing at? Come with me, brave lad. There's someone you should meet. Oh, at least he's friendly? Oh, this is kind of a nice, swanky little headquarters. I have seen... Oh, it's clear that these men are preparing for war. Well, you know, I've seen enough of the city now, at least in the front, to say that it doesn't seem like that's such a bad thing to prepare for war. This place is kind of a hellhole. You enter an opulent chamber. There's someone named Shanta, Chakur, and Iris. We have visitors. And I take on. Natirius Common. I like that staff. Alright, well let's talk to this guy who looks like a leader type.
Well met.
Well met, Bullfrog Jones. I am a Telkan. I'm the leader of the Kalites. I'll decide on a pronunciation at some point. You know my name. Indeed, we've been expecting you. Think you know I'm here? I do. You offer your aid in our struggle in return for entry into the Chantry of Weavers, yes? Yes, that's so. Excellent. Then take this. It gives you a strange amulet. What is it? It's a symbol of loyalty. More, in fact, it ensures loyalty. How do you mean? Place it around your neck. You'll see. This seems like a bad idea. What does it do? Provides protections for you and for us. What kind of protection? Powerful protections. As long as you wear it, you'll be impervious to all mind-affecting magic. That sounds nice. And it protects you. How? Once you put it on, you will not be able to remove it without my help. And if you betray us, it will cut off your head. I see. You have a strange definition of trust, Ataken. We have no choice. We cannot allow ourselves to be infiltrated by the forces of the Caliphate. This ensures nothing. I could still betray you without your knowledge. Not without my knowledge. What do you mean? Another glance passes between Hasir and Altekin. Hasir, you'd have me killed in this way? I've traveled far with you, Bullfrog Jones. I do not believe you would betray our cause. All right. Well, the thing is, they didn't have to tell me how the amulet worked. And I suppose I've seen enough. Bullfrog Jones is a pretty impulsive guy, and the bloody rocks with the beggar with one leg in front of it, I think probably persuaded him in a way that the rest of us didn't. All right, I'll do it your way. The amulet coils around your neck. Don't be worried. You're now my ally, and as long as you remain that, I will not see you come to harm. I certainly hope not. And I promise, once you've proven yourself to us, I will remove the amulet, and we shall be good friends. That I doubt, but for the time being, we shall be allies. That is enough. So what next? How do we proceed? Destroying the Caliph is no easy matter. Do you have a plan? I'm working on one, yes. Can I help? How can you help? I'm gifted with prophetic sight. Is that right? Yes, within my dream I can see events which shall come to pass. And what have you seen? In my dream, I saw a man kneeling before a great fountain. He uttered some kind of spell that turned the water into a sickly green color. Do you know who this man was? No, he was wearing a hood over his head. Hi, kitty. Have you come to see me? Can I come give you pets? Do you like being petted by random people? She does not, but she likes me sometimes. Do you remember anything else? I remember that he spoke these words: Azgin, Arzu, Alarzat. Do you know what they mean? No, I do not. I'm not sure I trust you. That ellipses is saying a lot. Can you describe the fountain? It was within a chamber, lined with giant statues of men. All the walls were covered with runes. The fountain itself seemed to glow with the light of the sun, until the man turned to poison. Indeed. You know this place. It is the chamber of the wellspring, the source of the water of the Hierathanum. If what you say is true, this man will poison it. Perhaps yes, I've learned to heed these visions I see. But perhaps these things may be averted. Some believe that the visions of prophets are doomed to pass, that once seen, an event cannot be undone. Why, for one, don't believe in fate, not even here, in this city. So you believe this vision can be stopped? Yes, we must find this man. We must stop his abominable act. I couldn't see his face, but it was hidden under a hood. Do you know who he might be? The only one who can enter the chamber of the wellspring is the Caliph Amathet himself. Do you think Amathet would poison the city? Why would he do that? I cannot know the motives of a madman. The Caliph has committed a lifetime of atrocities. This would be a crowning act, and I do not doubt he is capable of it. That would make no sense. He's destroying the very city he rules over, unless, he felt like he was losing it. It would make no sense. Perhaps he would do it out of anger. The Caliph has committed horrors that you cannot imagine, man from the north. We must be cautious. The dangers may be even greater. What do you mean? Have you ever heard of the Century of Sorrow? A silence. You have, haven't you? Yes, I've heard of it. It's an old tale, a legend buried in the tombs of the ancients. Tell me. I am not a scholar. All I know is it was a prophecy spoken long ago. Did it have something to do with the end of the world? Yes, I believe so, but it was false, if I recall. A false prophecy. What do you mean? It was supposed to have happened already. Long, long ago. Did it? Again, I'm no scholar. You should speak with the Crimson Sages. I will do so. Do you have a plan to overthrow the Caliph? I do. What is it? It involves you. You are the center. Because of my gift? That is correct, because of your gift. Please explain. For 600 years, the key to power in Nakaban has been the chantry of the Weavers. It is from them that the caliphs have gained the wisdom and foresight to survive against drought, famine, and invaders from the lands of infidels. More important still, the power of the chantry bestowed godlike status upon the caliphs, so that even in oppression, their people would not dare rebel. Go on. Although it was Amutet himself who ordered the closing of the chantry some 30 years ago, he has come to question that decision. Although he fears the words of the weavers, he also fears their silence. Without them, he is like a blind man. So you propose I take their place, that I serve as seer to the Caliph? Precisely. Why should the Caliph trust me as his seer? You will first have to prove yourself to him. You want me to tell him his future? Yes, you must demonstrate your power directly. Look in the future, a few days perhaps, and tell him what you see. Wish I could, but I can't. I don't have such control over what enters my dreams. I see visions, but I don't control their gaze. Perhaps you can learn to do so. You should speak with the Crimson Sages. Surely they must know something that can help. You can meet with them in their tower, the Tower of Imunsen. It is in the northwestern corner of the High Court District. Then I'll speak with them. Excellent. Excellent. So suppose I succeed, and in the Caliph's trust, what then? The Caliph is a man imprisoned by his paranoia. He fears all, even his own kin. That's why he had them all slain. He killed his own family. Yes, his brothers, his sisters, even his elderly mother. He would not allow anyone to live who had any access to him. That is monstrous. In time, he withdrew entirely into his citadel, into chambers that none may enter. I'll speak to him. He has an audience chamber, a great hall where his voice can be heard. This is where he accepts visitors. That is where you must present yourself. My companions? They may come with you if you wish, but it may not be wise. Why not? Because he distrusts everyone. The more people are present before him, the less he trusts each of them, and his displeasure is a dangerous thing. See? To gain audience with the Caliph, you will have to go to the High Court District and knock upon the gates of Amutet's citadel. A man named Farum will speak with you. You must present him with 1,000 gold pieces as tithe to the Caliphate, and he will allow you to enter. Okay. Well, that's not an issue. Then what? Then Farum will grant you entrance to the audience chamber. You'll hear the voice of Amutet. So I'll never see him in the flesh. As I said, he's withdrawn completely into his citadel. He lives now only in the presence of the Fedin. Be interesting if he didn't exist at all. Who are the Fedin? They're his bodyguard, his personal militia. Why does he trust them? Because they are insane. Their minds are crippled with a terrible helm that they wear since childhood. That helm crushes their head in a precise way to rid them of any thought that is not obedience to their master. Jesus! Another example of his cruelty. Indeed, there are many. Surely there must be a way to enter his chambers. That we do not know. That's why you must gain his trust. And when I do, you want me to kill him? Well, that would be impossible. First, I do not think you would be able to defeat his Fedin. Second, even if you did and held a sword at his throat, I do not think you'll be able to kill him. Why not? Because he can only die in the way foretold by the weavers. But perhaps what they foretold is that he'd die by my hand. That's a fair point. That's possible. But do you want to take that chance? Perhaps not. What is the other option? You must then find a way to enter his chambers. Perhaps you can persuade him to show you the way, or perhaps you can learn of it through your powers. And then what? After you find out how to enter his chambers, you will subdue him and bring him here. How? Am I supposed to just walk out with him by my side? No. You will force him to climb inside this. It gives you a small ornate box. It is called the Sanctuarium of Keklazar. What? But this is much too small to hold a man. It is only small on the outside. Within the box, there is a room several meters across, comfortably furnished. That's astounding. Yes, you will force the Caliph to enter, then lock the box from the outside. You'll then return to us. And how will you kill him? I don't know. We'll take him far into the desert. We'll stab him with spears, cut him with swords, bind him and leave him for food for the sandworms. We'll burn and bury his body. We'll not rest until we find the way of his death. And what if you fail? Matters not. He will have been removed from power. His tyranny over the city shall be over. You are a ruthless man, Altucan. I do only do as I must. Well, I suppose I'm ready to begin. Good. Take this. I'm sure it will prove useful. You may speak with my associates if you wish to purchase additional supplies. You have my thanks.
I have to lighten
Oh, and I got a pass. Nice, I don't have to go through the sewers after all. Will allow you entry. Oh, shoot. When you are ready, speak with me and I shall activate. I actually didn't mean to do that. I don't really want to, but okay. Alright. Can I choose not to enter yet? Because supposedly there are people to talk to. Alright, well,
Greetings.
Who are you? All I will say is I'm called Aniris. What do you do here? I obtain supplies. How do you bring supplies here? That is not your business. May I purchase some of your goods? If you have the coin. Alright. She's got shit. She got a lot of shit, actually. If nothing else, let's get some more of these. And watch, I'll be trapped here because the portal's closed. But you know what? That's okay. I'm sure I can figure out another way out. Or not. I can always reload, talk to the merchants, and then go. So I actually didn't mean to tell him I wanted to leave yet. That was a mistake of clicking. Oh well. Well, the amulets are not terribly useful right now, on account of I've got this thing on my head. Now these are quite nice, aren't they? And another bag of holding. Only one, though. Alright. So, can I sell you the Lord's weapon? Nope, upper limit. Okay.
My greetings.
Okay. Put shit in the bag of holding. Alright, well that's not too bad. Oh, the ivory scepter. I wonder if I can sell that anywhere. Chanta?
Greetings to you.
Greetings. What's your name? I'm called Chanta. And you? Bullfrog Jones. Can I ask you about the Caliph, Amathet? He's a blasphemer against the holy law. What holy law? Caliph is supposed to be the voice of Liet upon this earth, the hand of justice itself. But Amathet's justice is corrupt, as is his heart. What has he done? When he was young, before he became Caliph, Amathet was taught by the wisest of teachers, the greatest of sages. He learned well, quickly, and appeared a worthy successor to the throne of his father, Setsithin. But shortly after coming to the throne, he showed his true nature. Only a few years after obtaining power, he had his entire family slain, along with all of his advisors, courtesans, and his own bodyguards, whom he replaced with the mindless Fedien. Why? He was purging all who had access to him, all who could threaten him. He even killed his servants, my parents among them. Your parents? Yes, they worked in a citadel. What did they do? Only the most humble of jobs. They simply cleaned the premises, not even his chambers, but below, the guest rooms and dining halls. They were no threat to anyone. They probably never even saw their faces once in his life, yet he had them killed. Yes, everyone was killed. Everyone was replaced. Is that why you've joined? To get revenge? Yes. Since the age of 5, when my parents were killed, I've trained in the way of the balanced hand. I studied with wandering master, Jemhadad, who took pity on me. He taught me his greatest skill. What is that? He called it the touch of the wilting hand. It's a blow that, when delivered to an opponent, causes the heart to stop completely and irrevocably. I have mastered this technique, but still await to use it. You've never used it. Why not? Because it can only be used once, you see. It kills both the victim and attacker. When I strike the Caliph, he will die, and so will I. You're saving it for him. I'm saving it for him. I hope you have a chance to use it. Yes. Better be going. What if I can sell the mace to her? come to think on it. I should
Hello
probably
there.
check. Oh, some supplies. Can I ask some questions? What can you tell me about the Caliph Hamatet? He's a monster. Why do you say that? Ask anyone. Every citizen of the city knows some example of the Caliph's cruelty. Most of them won't say anything out of fear. Fear of the guards? Of anyone. The Caliph has spies among the populace. No one knows who they can trust. It sounds very oppressive. Indeed. Why did you join? I did not wish to speak of that. Is it a revenge? Yes, but I do not wish to speak of that. I sense great sadness within you. I said I don't want to talk about it. Sorry. Poor guy.
Hello there.
Alright, let's see what you have. Alright. Oh, I can sell the ivory scepter. Except it also a limit. Too bad. Alright. Shoot. I am stealing this. It's not really stealing, I'm buying it, but still. Sack of angry rats is my favorite weapon. I've yet to use it, but I love that again. Actually, I should sell these. Alright. I'm not going to sell Meridax stuff. Alright, anyway. Let's go. Hopefully, there's still room to leave. Still enough time to leave. Funny if it's not. It's like, nope, sorry, you missed your shot. I think I might have missed my shot, actually. Oops. Okay, well. Let's go back and see if I can get what's his name to open the portal again. I'm gonna guess no, but you never know. But yeah, this is what I wanted to cheat because I don't know enough about this plot, but I did learn that there's a faction you could only talk to really if you had Hasir. I mean, it's possible there was a way around it, but I couldn't really look into that without spoiling myself. So I kind of, when I realized that there was a faction that Hasir needed to talk to, like, okay, well, this sounds like it really gets into the city's politics, and I really want to talk to this faction, so that's why I went back and decided to get him. Alright, so now I can go back. Alright, let's go. Okay, I'm glad to know that this guy can open it whenever he wants. It'd be nice if I had a way out. Actually, it'd also be nice if I could look over there, right? Well, that's okay. Maybe I can come back. Yeah, there's the portal. Seems like I'll have another reason to come here, so I hope so. Because now I'm looking at that little side area going, I did not get a chance to look at that. Alright. New alliance. Okay. And I'm going to jump back through and I'm actually going to look into that corridor. Just because I can. I'm going to so annoy this man. Maybe, if it actually saves. What a time to freeze when you're trying to save your game. Okay, sorry. I should talk to Larian about everything that's going on. Let's talk to Larian.
Something you wish.
Alright, heal here. Ask advice. Do you know Voy? I'm afraid I don't. Oh well. That's my own fault. Alright, so I would like to look over here though. Before I lose entirely. Just in case they're keeping something that would change everything. That said, I mean, I am wearing an amulet that would kill me if they want. So, a specific key is required. Okay, well, it's over here. This looks okay. Ah, interesting. Well, this seems like a quite nice room. What's in the chest? These are private quarters. Leave them alone. Okay. Well, those are nice. I'm not going to rob them, though. I don't really have reason to rob them. And barracks. These are private quarters. Yes, they are. Well, I'm not seeing anyone's head in there, so I guess it's probably okay. Okay. I could steal money, but it's probably not worth it. So I'm gonna go here. So on the plus side, I don't have to go into the sewers to go up north. But it's good to know that the sewers exist, because that's how I would be going to High Court if I didn't have Hasira in the party. I don't know if I would be able to join the rebels later, or if I'd be stuck trying to eliminate the rebels, but I felt like Bullfrog would probably be more interested in joining the freedom fighters than he is in helping out the Caliphate. Necklace coils around my neck. Oh, that's interesting that it's a trigger like that. So, Milo. Greetings. Alright. Well, looking at the time, I am probably not going to go to the High Court tonight. Though I finally do have a pass. Well, maybe I'll go to the High Court, but I won't be exploring it tonight. I do want to see the look on the asshole. That is interesting, the hand and the head coming out of there. The whole head iconography, head out of stone, body parts out of stone, seems to be an aesthetic that Baldekaran really likes. Alright, so let's talk to the gate guard, and let's...
What do you want?
I have a pass to enter the High Court District. Let me see that. Hold out the pass. Give it to him. Indeed, it bears the seal of the Magnate Reverse. That I may enter? Very well. Take your pass. You have my thanks. I'll be damned. Hi, Fleecy. Hi! Saved my game indeed. You caught me just as I was heading out for the night pretty soon, but I'm glad to see ya. You missed it. I had to cheat. Squid stream. I really do need to make some nicer redeems. So, that's a good thought. I'm gonna quick save. Ah, there we go. I've cheated a bit because when I started my game, it turned out I hadn't followed a plot thread to its completion in an area of the game I couldn't get to again. So I cheated. I teleported myself back to that area, talked to it, and got a new friend. This guy. And now I get to join some freedom fighters. No, not even safe scummed. Here, I'll show you what I did. Basically, what you can do with Neverwinter Nights, there are a couple things you can do. If you've got it on computer, you can enter into debug mode, and you can use the DM console. So, because you can play these games with kind of like Baldur's Gate 3, you can play it multiplayer. What I don't know if you can do in Baldur's Gate 3, but you can do in Neverwinter Nights, is you can actually run a lot of the campaigns as a DM with players. Yep, it is. Well, kind of. I mean, as a player accessing the DM console, I'm absolutely cheating. But if someone's in the DM role, obviously they can do that, and they can possess different characters like NPCs and talk through them. They can go different places. So what I did was I went to well, you don't want to look too closely at the place names because they are spoilery. So, but oh, definitely looks like I'm going some places interesting, huh? But in the Endeavor Desert, the area where I needed to talk to the fellow and finish talking well, not there, that's where I started, is right here. Which one is it? The road to Hierathanum. So I could just hit go to. And look, I've teleported. How do you like that? I've gone back in time to a place I can't go anymore. And I had to talk to some guy. Yeah, it's a good cheat if you've forgotten a plot point or haven't pursued something. This is the first time I've really used it. Usually I'm of the opinion that either I can reload and go from there all to what I missed do it and then go through properly. Usually that's what I would do. So, usually I would save scum. Is that hair or a helmet? Which one? On, Hasir? And someone on the left there? I think we're all wearing stupid helmets. Helmet, helmet, and helmet. But you can see what we look like without the helmet. Sadly, Bullfrog is not very attractive because the default eye patch face is not terribly good looking. See? Eh. It did look like Galahir when zoomed out, didn't it? Sadly, not so much. But yep, the DM console totally allows you to cheat like mad. If there's an NPC that's not where he's supposed to be, like the AI glitched or something, you can summon the NPC. You can kill anything you want with this kill menu. You can search for various things. It is definitely a cheat mode. He does look a little rough around the edges, but that's okay. This is what he actually looks like. He's very dashing. Except right now he's missing a tooth because we don't need to talk about it. It is fun. It's fun. The one I'm playing right now is a fan-created module series called Prophet, and it's got a really great story. See, that's why I decided to cheat. Normally, I'd either reload and play through, but that would have been like 3 sessions back. Or I'd have just gone like, well, look, I missed the plot thread. I'm just going to keep going. But as it turns out, this game actually has a really involved plot, so I did not want to miss that thread. So I cheated to get there. Endless stories. Really, yes. The website to look to see all the cool modules people have done is neverwintervault.org. No the in front of it. That was me. And there's so much. I'd recommend looking at Hall of Fame lists and recommendation lists though, because there's just so many. So it helps if you know what you're looking for. All right, so I've done that. I've cheated to get here to show you how. And here I am with a new alliance, and I was opening a door, and I promptly forgot to walk through the door. That is a bad habit I have with this game because the door's closed. So I'll forget to go through the door, and I have to be like, can you open it again? And then they do. So much content. The fan content's amazing. You never run out of stuff. I've been streaming for a year and I haven't run out of modules to play. I've yet to play anything twice. And I keep doing that. Okay, let's enter the gate guard again. I want to enter. Very well. This poor asshole. He's kind of a dick though, so I'll give him credit though. He didn't let me bribe him to get in. So, let's see what the High Court looks like. I know, isn't it so great? Just whenever they have really cool stuff, either like mini games within it or fan-created content, like Skyrim. Skyrim has all like fan-created content too that you can make it. You can make the game unrecognizable. Actually, I ended up buying it on my Switch because I enjoy the novelty of trying to play it without mods for once. And I didn't trust myself playing it on computer without mods. I was just like, no, this is not going to last. This is going to take 2 seconds and I'll be like, I need my summonable chest. Where's my Haven bag? Alright. The district is quiet. Its streets nearly empty. I know, once you go mods, you never go back. But sometimes it is nice to play the game as it's supposed to be played. I have a thing for being able to store inventory. It's like I don't like running out of inventory space. Like one of my favorite cheats to do for this game, which I haven't done on stream, is to create extra bags of holding. Oh, yeah. Sadly they haven't, as far as I know, they haven't released a tool set for BG3. I wish they would. If they released a tool set for BG3, it'd basically be Neverwinter Nights 3. I would love to see modules people would make. The weight mechanic, yeah, the weight mechanic and inventory mechanic. I like anything where I can bypass that. have to admit, Neverwinter Nights isn't so bad about it. I've got X amount of screens of inventory, and if you have containers, you get extra screens. The weight is still an issue, of course, but that is what it is. But technically, I can carry more. I just you can't be like, you can be overloaded, but you don't really run out of inventory space. So I suppose that's okay. It's just annoying in Skyrim because you can't fast travel. Overloaded. There's an arch. Okay. The arch leads to the Stair of Erethan, which leads up to the Chantry of Weavers high above us. Ooh, can we see? Ah, can't really see. Too cloudy. Alright. We're kind of just taking a tour of the city because I am planning to call it quits pretty soon. You always move the heavy stuff to his inventory when he had bring you guys to multiplier. Why is there an empty crate and a human torso in my inventory? Why did you have a human torso in your inventory, Fleecy? I'm quite concerned about that part. The empty crate I get, but the human torso? I knew someone who liked to play Ultima 7 with the cheat modes on, and they'd take a ship's hold and put it in their backpack. Because the ship's hold was unlimited inventory space. And with cheat mode, the weight of anything didn't matter. So this is actually quite pretty, this high court. Very interesting. But I do think I'm going to be calling it quits for tonight, because technically I wasn't going to play tonight anyway. Ah, you transferred it to him just because you thought he'd like to carry more weight. Well, that's very considerate of you. Obsessive should really appreciate that more. Ah, look at this pretty place. Alright, so that's where I came in, yes? That's the marketplace. There's a city guard. Can I talk to the guard? Hello?
What do you want?
The High Court is no place for Pashkin. I have a pass. Let me see that. Looks well. Seems to be in order. Move along. Okay. You are a good teammate. You should be very grateful. Very, very grateful. This looks like a tower. Is this that tower I want to go to? Let's scout about. Scout about and then reload. Can I open the lock? Look at how cool we look at our matching. Ah. Needs a freaking key. Unfair. I am a thief for a reason, damn it. I should be able to open all the locks. All the locks. I guess it's okay. This is pretty, though. Look at that nice water. Oh, sadly you don't get to see the bloody execution block on this area. Want to see it? It's fun. I'll load something from the marketplace. We'll load that one. Indeed. We're the desert boys. We'll use like the pseudo edgy spelling that they would use in the 80s and we'll go B-O-Y-Z. I vaguely remember the 80s. I was 7 when the 80s left us. Alright, I'm going to show you some cool things about the marketplace district. So I have joined some rebels against the Caliph, because the Caliph is kind of a dick. Ah, nice. 2 Z's. Now it matches. Make it, no, it actually should be D-E-Z-Z-E-R-T, and then we can basically use both desert motif and dessert motif. Try to combine them. Look, there's a cat. It doesn't do anything, but I love cats, so. Kitty, look at it. It's so cute. Sorry. Desert boys. Nice, nice, nice. I like the surfer, the I instead of the Y. Isn't it a cool tent? I think that's an awesome tent. This just looks like a really cool place, doesn't it? Now, over here is the place where that kind of made me decide, yeah, I'm gonna side with the rebels. Because this is the block of justice. And it's so blood splattered that I didn't even realize what I was looking at when I walked up to it. Until it's like I saw the blood on the floor and then I look up like, holy shit. So yeah. Nice place. I know, right? Look at this thing. And this poor beggar, he found his way into High Court to look around, and he got his leg chopped off for it. He's a very muscular beggar. What does it do? It really doesn't do anything. It's just decorative. But if you look, there's like a thing for people to be chained up at. So presumably people get executed and tortured here. It's a nice place. I'm gonna help overthrow the Caliph. But it seems like a very plot-heavy part, so I'm not starting it tonight because I would have to stop in a really awkward spot. I know, right? This is a fun module. Well, this is a module that started off with a massacre of a halfling village. Me trying to investigate this massacre, finding out it didn't happen yet, and then the massacre happened. It's very sad all around. Alright, so I think I am going to call it quits now. And I'm going to figure out who I want to raid. I don't suppose you have any recommendations. Sure. But like I said, the one I'm playing right now is a downloaded module series. See, it's over here. These are all ones I downloaded. So this is Prophet of the Prophet series. For the official stuff, you go here. The Wailing Death is the official campaign. It's fun. It's very standard D&D though. So honestly, the title is the best part about it. But these two are quite fun. They're the expansion storylines and some other stuff. Yep, highly recommended. But yes, I think it's very playable for an older game. Ooh, Spiffy McWiffleby. I like that. Alright, let's go raid Spiffy McWiffleby. Alright, we will raid out. Oops, I just need to How did I end up full screening myself? What the fuck? Come on, you asshole. Alright. Divinity Original Sin 2. That does sound fun. Alright. Well, thank you for hanging out with me. I had a lot of fun. And, we'll start the raid. And now I'm going to call it quits. I might have a longer one either today or today. Either Thursday or Friday. I'm not sure which. Failing that Saturday. I like to commit, clearly. Alright. Okay, so, I'm gonna see you later. Aw, thank you. Thank you. I'll be happy to. I'm always on Discord too, so that's probably the easiest way to catch me. And I'll send you all the links to the cool stuff. Like the recommendation lists and such. If you tell me more about your preferences, I can probably recommend you a few. And if I can't, definitely Rashki can pop up and recommend a few too. So. Alright, you have a good night. Okay, let's stop.